What's going on, brothers and sisters? Welcome to the Smart Sister Show, and I am your host, Smart Sister. And today I'm going to talk about I am because we are. Since we're getting ready to go into the whole holiday season, we already know folks about to get broke, folks get depressed, folk just spending too much money on material things, forgetting about the reason for the season, and just a bunch of chaos. And this year, because of the pandemic, it's really making things work worse. You have so many people that still are not employed, that are going through tough times. We still have the increase in the whole COVID thing, and how they're asking people not to gather in groups larger than 10 for the holidays. And you already have folks saying, forget about that, I'm going home. I had a friend of mine tell me, oh, well, my family, we got to have a family picture. And, okay, let me just back this up. The African saying of I am because we are is just that. When we look at ourselves as a people, when you look at our history, our culture, everything, that's how I am because we all are. That's the African centered thought process, is that we are a group. Okay, we exist as a group, and it's very important to be connected. And I totally understand that. I totally understand that about family. And we do need to start looking at each other more as family in order for us to move forward. I totally agree. However, with the circumstances being as they are because of this pandemic, whether you believe in it or not, I know too many people that have had it, that survived, or that are have lighter cases of it. I won't even say some of the people who they are. They know who they are. However, all I can do is pray for them and hope that they will feel better soon. I have another friend that was very close to death that was able to make it through. So, if anything, this Thanksgiving is the time that I know I'm giving thanks, not only for other people and the challenges they've been through and made it through, my own challenges and things that have made me grow this year. And I guess I want to say that it is time, as a family of people, like I said, I am because we are. If we get more into understanding what that truly means and how we can reach out and help each other in all kind of ways. Back in the day, if I had a neck bone or a ham hock and you had some beans and somebody else had some cornbread, we all come together and make it work. Okay? And that is what we've got to do today. It's no more everybody being out for themselves. We picked up all the wrong habits from a certain group of folks, if you know what I mean. We have to get back to who we are and back to what our culture is in terms of being family, in terms of watching out for each other. You all know too, back in the day, if you messed up at school, the teacher told your mama, she get you. Okay, you come home, daddy gonna get you. Or granddaddy or grandmama or whatever. If you was outside playing, messing up, the neighbor would get you, then bring you home and you got it again. That's the way we used to be. We totally looked out for each other. And that's how we're going to have to be again in order to make it through this time. I take this whole year, as jacked up as it has been in so many ways, from the political thing I've been commenting on all year, all the way to the pandemic. Okay, the orange ape has got to go and will be escorted up out of there. Y'all already know that the disease is raising its head up again, and that there is a vaccine. I'm not taking it. Now, to each his own. I'm not. Because I don't trust the government in terms of that. Black people have plenty enough examples from the Tuskegee experiment on down, medical apartheid, of things that they've done to us. So I can't be no guinea pig for you, and the main people that need to take it would be white folks, because they're giving it to us. We're getting it more. One, we don't have the health care. Two, well, a lot of us have the jobs that have the contact with a lot of people that is making a lot of us sick. And that brings me back to the point about this holiday and going visiting family. And as much as important as I know it is, because we have been so isolated, we have not been able to interact with each other, I would rather do a Zoom call while I'm dipping in that dressing than to go and put a person's health at risk. You can't go to your family, especially if you have older members that are more prone to get COVID, whether you believe in the shit or not. The fact of the matter is, err on the side of being conservative and not putting anybody at risk. Now, that's how I feel about it. Okay, right is right, wrong is wrong. And there's no need for you to go and put people in danger, whether you believe in it or not. Because like my mama used to say, you'll be laying there too proud to speak. Or they'll be walking slow and singing low because of you having a damn attitude problem. And that is something you just got to get out of it, people. We got to love each other more and think about each other more and do all that we can to keep each other safe. And not only from disease. That's just one thing. If I hear... and I've said it already a million times, and here I am having to say it again about our young brothers and sisters coming up dead. That's also is things that we got to start taking care of. We've got to, because we're dying more of that kind of crap than a damn disease, to be honest with you. And then we've got to do more to make sure we get the health care that we deserve. It's time, people. It's time for us to take account of this entire year. Look at what has gone down. Look at what has happened. And what we need to do to make things better. How you can make things better in your life. How you might can help somebody else. How we need to start coming up with some plans to move forward, because the new year is coming. God is, hopefully I'll be here to see it. But the thing is, the way I look at it is, any challenges that are put in front of you right now, it's time for you to take some time to look at yourself, look at your life, get yourself together, figure it out. Because time waits on no one. Okay? And things may get worse before they get better. But what that is giving you an opportunity to do something. To do something that will help somebody else, and then it'll come back around to you. Like I said, I am because we are. If we are about each other, then each individual person is going to come out better. And that is my point, where we've got to get back to our African-centered thinking. Get back to being family. Get back to feeling something. I truly believe so many of us have been hurt in so many ways, or have dealt with so much BS in our life, that we're numb. We're like the walking dead. And that's why you have people that take drugs, have too much sex, drink too much, eat too much. Now, I'm guilty on that one. Okay. But that's just it. It's getting balance. It's finding your purpose. It's healing. A lot of this is healing, and I'm just gonna spend a little more time in these in my posts here, my videos here, on trying to give some information about how you can help to heal yourself, how you can get in a better frame of mind and a better way of thinking, so we can come into the new year. 2021 needs to be kick ass. We need to be doing so much and making up for a lot of the pain and suffering that has happened this year. And that's what it's all about. You don't have to look at everything and it's just so terrible. And to me, that just, like I said, gives you an opportunity to do good. That's all. It's real simple. Life is really simple. We make it more difficult. And there are things that you can do. I don't care what your situation is, on how you can still help somebody. I'll never forget one time when I lived in Chicago. I was walking to my office building. It was cold. I was mad because it was cold and the wind was blowing. And I was like, oh, I don't want to go to this job. These people getting on my nerves. Oh, my God. And I saw a homeless man with a loaf of bread, and he was tearing it up, feeding the pigeons. Now here I am thinking I'm Miss Thing and got my little boots on, and I think I'm cute. I'm going into the office, blah, 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 blah. And I'm walking down the street with an attitude when this man had nothing. And what little he had, he shared with some birds. Now that almost brings me to tears till today, because we get so caught up in our mess and some nonsense that we don't even pay attention to what we're supposed to be doing. That man gave of himself to those little birds. So that's how I know God was going to take care of him no matter what. And all these damn people walking past him, making six figures and everything else, ain't shit. Because they so caught up in themselves and thinking about themselves and what they need to be doing, and don't give a damn about nobody else till it don't make no sense. And that's what I'm talking about right today. We got to get it together, people. It's time out. All this selfishness, all this bullshit. And yes, I'm going to continue to talk about politics and what I think, but that's just one part of what I do. And you can agree, disagree, don't matter. All I'm trying to do either way is to get you to think about something. Think about something that you can do to make a difference and to help you think about your whole group, us as a people. That's how we got to start thinking. You got to start nation building. We got to start thinking about how to bring our community back to where it should be. Okay, and I've always said, if black folks get free, everybody will be free. Let's just be honest about that. Because every ism, every hateful thing that has been done to us, if we can free ourselves of that and make it stop, then everybody else will be free along with us. Everybody. Okay? Because hate is what is doing it to everybody. And then there's just a plan, and we got to get beyond that. You got to outthink the evil white supremacist plans. And it can be done. So, and that's all I got to say today. I just, it felt heavy on me to say that to you all, because I care about you guys. I love y'all. And I only do this because I do care. And all of y'all that think I'm trying to get clout and what, I don't, for what? That don't pay my bills. And the abuse that I take, honey, is not worth it. But I do it because I do care. I do understand my duty as a black female to try to bring my people together. That's where I'm at. So everybody want to point the finger, like my mother says, again, 3 of them point back at you. Worry about what you doing. What are you doing? You worrying about what I'm doing? Okay, that's fine. But what are you doing? You know, it's easy to sit back and be an armchair revolutionary and talk shit and never do nothing. How easy is that? That's the easiest thing in the world to do. Just like being a so-called Christian. It's easy to sit there and point out everybody else's problem and who ain't saved and who ain't this and that, but you're not doing anything. You're a Jesus junkie. Like I say, you go to church on Sunday and get your fix, and then you good all week until you go back the next week, and you didn't do nothing he said, and you ain't about doing nothing. And I'm just going to keep it 100. Y'all know me. I'm going to tell it like I see it. Okay? So get off of your own nonsense and start thinking about somebody else. And please be safe out here with this holiday coming up. Once again, it ain't even got to be no big thing. What? It's a day. Take the time. Eat, do whatever you got to do. But the real thing is for you to think about what your purpose is and what you should be thankful for from this whole year and moving forward. What you should appreciate. You got to have an attitude of gratitude, or what is the point? What is the point? You're a part of the problem. So that's all I got today. As I said, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Smart Sister. And also, I got to get caught up. I'm a little behind uploading my videos to YouTube. But go look for Smart Sister Show on YouTube as well. So you all have a great one, and I will see you soon.